Hey everyone, it's Michaela again after a very long time, aka after a couple of months. The last time I made a video was like probably in the summer or something like that. Also, sorry, my cat has been crying. I don't know what she wants. I think she wants me to pet her or something. But anyways, lots of things have happened since my last video. For example, I have moved. So, all of last year I was living with my mom. Last fall, I was completing my student teaching, so I moved back in with my mom to help with like financially stuff like that. And then I just stayed with living with her also because of financial reasons. And then over the summer, I was talking to one of my college friends, one of the girls that was in the same sorority as me, and she was talking about needing a roommate. So then spontaneously, I decided that I would go live with her, which is crazy because now I live in like an actual big city, which is really weird. Like it's really cool and everything, but it's also really weird because I've lived in two towns in my life. My hometown is really, really tiny, like one high school, one middle school, one elementary school. My graduating class was like 93 people. And then I went to my college town, which is just a college town. Nothing big or anything with that. So, yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that happened to me. Still just doing the same old, same old. If you watched my videos before, you will know that I am a substitute teacher, and that has not changed. I had 3 interviews over the summer, and I got rejected from them all. And I also applied to like 12 jobs. So, yeah, just rejections all around. But it's fine. I'm getting more experience, I guess. And, anyways, so I decided to build this house, which I actually enjoyed how it turned out. I haven't built that much over the past couple of months, besides just like a couple of renovations, I guess. A lot of times I've been playing The Sims, it's just been by myself and just doing whatever, and then just doing a little bit of renovations and whatnot. So I thought I was gonna like lose my building talent, I guess, if you could call it talent. But I actually really enjoyed this house. I imagined that a family lives here, so that's why I put a bunch of toddler stuff and whatnot. So I imagined 2 parents and then 3 kids, two child age children who are twins, a boy and a girl, and then a toddler girl. I don't know, that's just the first thing that came to my mind. I also have been just thinking a lot about like houses and like what I want my future house to be. I would live here, but I think in like personally what I want in the house is like my own office computer room because I am also still trying to write a book. I've probably mentioned this before, but I've been trying to write a book for a long time. My first book that I wrote, I got to like 70,000 words and then I lost it. I am writing another one. I want to say I'm like 60,000 words in, but I haven't written much in quite a while. However, on Friday, or tomorrow, I don't know when this will be uploaded. Probably very soon though. But on Friday is November 1st, which means that it is NaNoWriMo, which means that I am going to attempt to finish writing this book. I do have some extra time. Actually, in one of the schools that I've been subbing at this year. So since I moved. Well, I'm still working as one of the districts that I worked at last year. But that's because I make a lot of money there now since I worked so much last year. But I also wanted to work at some schools that were closer because the first district is like an hour long drive, and that is really not fun to do when you have to leave your house at like 6 a.m. But anyways, at this one district, the closest one to me, um, at the middle schools, they only have 5 periods in a day. And I've noticed that a lot of times that I've been subbing for those classes, I end up having 2 prep periods. Like today I was subbing, and it was for a math class, 6th grade math class. And I had only had to teach 3 classes. So I had first period, second period, which are like 85 minutes long, and then lunch, and then third period, and then I was done at like 12:30. I mean, I still stayed for like an extra hour because I feel bad leaving early. Most schools, or most secretaries, I guess, they'll let me leave early, but I also feel bad because I'm like, I feel like I'm ditching work. I don't know. But so now I just have a lot of extra time. So I guess I can start writing again, or I don't know, reading, stuff like that. Anyways, I'm getting off topic again. But I guess this is just an insight on me and my life. And if you are new watching this video, then this is just gonna happen a lot in my videos because there's only so much I can talk about the house. I guess right here, actually, what I really like about this house is like the room that you walk into is like a living room, but it's like a formal living room. In my sorority house, we had like our formal room that was like there was the front doors and then the foyer area, and then there was a formal room, and then we had like the like common room, I guess, that had like a TV and stuff. We actually had two of those because it was like a giant house because it was a sorority house. So I kind of put the idea in here too to have like the TV room be a little bit separate, and I put lots of like kid stuff in there. And then I made a giant kitchen, which I don't know, I always liked giant kitchens. I think it's because a lot of my family is like obsessed with kitchens and whatnot. Because a lot of my family likes to cook, and my cousin, she lives in a duplex, and her kitchen is tiny. Like you can barely fit like two, maybe three people in there, and then it gets really cramped, and then no one likes that. So they've always talked about having like giant kitchens and whatnot. So that's what I have here, which works out because if you have three kids and then the two parents, I also imagine that there'd be a cat here. Probably because I also have a cat. I also really want a dog. Today I was on my way driving home and I saw this guy drive or walking a dog, and it made me miss my mom's dog. He is very annoying, but he's also very lovable. There's a lot of times that I'll go stay at my mom's house for a couple of days because if I am working at that school district, it's a lot better to have a 20-minute drive than an hour long drive. So I'll go stay over there. And my mom has two love seats and like a comfy chair. So I'll lay down on one of the love seats, which, is pretty tiny. And my mom's dog is a black lab, like 85-pound dog, right? And he'll literally come lay on me and like crush me. One of these days he's just gonna like kill me or something. I don't know. But I miss him a lot. And I just miss having a dog. Don't get me wrong, I love my cat, except when she cries. There's a lot of times that she just starts crying in the middle of the night, and it's very annoying. She also likes to cry because she likes to drink out of the faucet. She's the only cat, I mean, I've only had two cats, but the only cat I've had that drinks out of the faucet. I remember watching videos of the cats that would do that, and I'm like, yeah, that would be so cool to have a cat that does that, but it's also very annoying because she like screams at you when you're walking by because she wants water, and she has a specific meow that she has when she wants to drink water. I used to think that she just didn't know how to drink out of her water bowl, but I have caught her drinking out of her water bowl, like, well, when I first moved in here. So, I don't know. I still change it every day. But, anyways, back to the house again. In this little area over here, I wasn't quite sure what to do because I didn't want to make it into a room and have it be like extra cramped. But I actually really like the idea of having like whatever is going on over here. Like I have a shoe rack and then I have some chairs, which I imagine might not get used too much. Maybe they're used like if you're putting on shoes or whatever when you're leaving. Because I imagine that the mom that lives here, she's probably the type of person that's like, no shoes in the house. Which is actually not a bad rule because if you're walking, then you're dragging dirt and whatnot everywhere. So I think it makes sense. But I really like the way it turned out. It was like really classy and organized. And I know in real life, if you have three kids, then life probably isn't going to be that organized. I mean, I am 23, almost 24, and I am really not organized myself. I like to be. I work a lot better when everything is like cleaned and well kept, but that's just not the way I work. But then I get more stressed the more messy things are, so maybe that's why I'm just always stressed. I don't know. There's actually a teacher I stepped he was an English teacher, and he was so organized. Like he had all these binders of all of the classwork and whatnot, and it was like so well kept, so organized. Like, that is the person I aspire to be. However, the person I am going to be when I get my own classroom is the teacher that just has paper sprawled everywhere. That's just how my mind works. Anyways, up here, I'm working on the master bedroom. I put in a walk-in closet, which I really want a walk-in closet. I was low-key hoping to find an apartment that had one, but maybe next time I move, I will get one. Plus, I guess it was. I don't even know if I would have gotten a room with a walk-in closet this time anyway, because I do have a roommate. So it's like trying to decide who gets what room. I did end up getting a bigger room in this apartment, but that's because I have a cat and I have all of her stuff in here. But anyways, I feel like if I shared a bedroom though, I would want a giant closet. Like, I just have a normal size one right now, but I feel like my all my stuff doesn't even fit in there. Or like my dresser is like stocked full of all my clothes. So like, what's gonna happen when I live with a significant other and there's just not enough room for everything? I don't know. Random thoughts of Michaela, I guess. Anyways, over here, I put a couple of the cat stuff because, like I said, there is a cat I imagine that would live here. And I also put a vanity in the room because I feel like if you're sharing a bathroom, it is very hard to get ready, do your hair and makeup when the other person needs to use the bathroom or whatever they need to do. I mean, I guess in the bathroom that I put in here, I do have the two separate sinks, but I'm the type of person that like doesn't like people to watch me when, especially when I'm doing my makeup, because then I'm prone to making mistakes, and I already suck at putting on eyeliner. So add someone staring at me, and it just doesn't really go well. And I also like to just sit down and do my makeup and my hair, and you can't really do that. I do look out with my roommate right now because since I'm a sub, I have to wake up really early because school starts in the morning. And she is currently going to grad school now. Her classes start at like 3 or 4. So she's pretty much a night owl. And then I am a fake morning bird. In real life, I do not do well at getting up in the morning, but I try my best. You know. And over here, I'm working on the bathroom. Same bathroom I feel like that I've done in the past for the master bedroom. I always like having a separate shower, like the stand up shower, and then the like jet bathtub, which I really, really want in a future house. I do quite enjoy taking baths. I always like getting the bath bombs. I really like the ones from Lush, but sometimes I'll get them elsewhere. I've also made them myself in the past, which it was fun. I like doing that. And now my cat has joined me, and she is right in front of my microphone. So if you hear a bell, or if she starts meowing, that is what's up over here. There's been a lot of times lately when I've been playing video games, because like during my time away from YouTube and Twitch, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. That is definitely my favorite game, and I just got the Spyro Reignited trilogy. I just beat the first game. It was really fun. And she'll just come lay in my lap while I play my games. That's just where she wants to be. Anyways, over here I am making the boys' bedroom. I made the boys and girls' bedrooms just really stereotypical: blue for the boy, girl for or pink for the girl. I know it's not usually how it works. My favorite colors are red and blue, but that's just what came out when I was building this. And I actually really like how the room sizes turned out because I feel like a lot of times when I've been trying to build kids' room in the past, they've just been like really, really big. And I mean, I grew up with not a whole lot of money. Like, I just had a single mom. And so we didn't have a lot of money growing up. And so my rooms were always really, really small. I think the bedroom I have right now is probably the biggest bedroom I've ever had. Plus, I have it just by myself. Also, when I was living at my mom's the last time, then she just used half my room for storage. And now it's just gotten worse ever since I moved out. So every time I go back, there's just like more stuff that just keeps piling in on there. But I mean, I guess I don't live there anymore, so that makes sense, but it's also kind of annoying. And now I'm working on the girls' bedroom, the girl child age bedroom. And I really like the bed that I put in there. That is actually a bed that I would have loved to have when I was a child. I did have like a little canopy thing that just went on like where my pillow was, like on the ceiling. I think it's a princess or something like that. I don't know. But it was like my favorite thing to have on my bed. I don't know why, but I always wanted like to have like the sheer curtains or something. Like I don't know why they're see through. It's not like I'm being hidden by any monsters or anything. Or like the monsters that come from under the bed in The Sims. I'm not gonna protect her here, but you know. Also, I put those posters up because I imagined that maybe they were posters she had when she was like even smaller, but then she just kept them. And then I feel like I just made the rooms be really nice. I mean, I guess there isn't too much mess you can make when building in The Sims, but I don't know. And then over here, I make the toddler's room. I think her room ends up being a little bit bigger, so I feel like realistically, one of the older ones might have gotten the bigger room. I don't know. If you have siblings, you can let me know how that goes. I'm an only child, so I get first pick on everything basically. And then I just put a couple of things in here. Um, I sized down the dollhouse because they're so huge, like how they normally come. Like how they normally come, they are bigger than the toddler themselves. I don't know. And then I just have like a bed, a mirror, just normal stuff. And I put some toys in there too. But I feel like if you're a toddler, like I don't remember anything about me being a toddler. I do remember one time when I was like one, just a year old, and I fell down the stairs. So that happened. I'm okay. I remember tumbling down, and then my mom says I cried for a second. I don't remember that. But apparently I cried for a second, then I just got up and that was fine. I don't know. Stuff that happened to me, I guess. And then I go work on the backyard area, which there isn't a whole lot of grass. I feel like when I was a kid, I was always playing in the grass and I'd always get all the little scratches on my legs. But this is also a backyard I would have loved to have as a kid. For one, I really like swimming, but I don't know how to swim. But I always really wanted a swimming pool. My mom did get one of the like on the ground swimming pools. If you guys know what I'm talking about, but she can never put it up because she rents her house, and the landlord won't let her put it up because of like if someone drowns or something like that. Which I get it, but and I just put some other random stuff. Like I put a pool floaty in there. I mean, I feel like the a mom that lives here probably want to use that a lot and go tanning. And I also put like this little tanning chair thing up on there as well as having a barbecue. Because over the summers, barbecuing is something that um my family has done a lot. Not just my mom, but like with other parts of my family as well, my cousins and aunt and whatnot. But anyway, so that is just about the end of this video. Thank you guys for bearing with me with my random stories and whatnot. And I do hope to make more videos soon. It might not be quite as much because of how hectic my schedule with like work has been lately. But I'm gonna try my best to get at least a video a week or so until I get on the roll of things. Or maybe I'll just not make a video for 2 months again. Who knows? Anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye and have a good day.